Hey guys, I'm Mark with the Ovalrcteam, and today we're going to do an unboxing of the WLtoys. It's model number 124019. It's an off-road buggy. We're going to pull it out of the box, check all the contents out, and see what you're going to need in order to operate this buggy. I heard a lot of good reviews on the internet about this car, so people are saying if you're getting into the hobby and you don't want to spend a lot of money, or you're looking for a really nice gift that's an RC car, they are recommending this car here. So I want to see if all the reviews are true. We're going to pull it out of the box. We're going to test it on the off-road track. Let's get started. So I always tell you guys, take a look around the box, see what you're going to need before buying anything. That way you know what you're getting yourself into. If we take a look at the front of the box, we can see it's got a buggy and a truck. We did get the buggy, so hopefully that's what's inside. RTR, that stands for ready to run, four-wheel drive, 2.4 gigahertz radio. It's got a motor and it's electric. On the side here it says battery operated. Well, we know that, but hopefully there's a LiPo inside or a nickel metal hydride. And it says that you will need 4 AA batteries for your radio. On the side of the box it does show a picture of an off-road truck, and it shows a picture of an off-road buggy. We have a check mark in front of the buggy. That's the 124019. I looked around the box and it doesn't tell you whether a charger and a battery is included with the buggy. But on the back of the box, it does show you how to plug in the USB charger and the LiPo battery, so hopefully that's all inside. Got the owner's manual. It does come with the USB charger. Has some cardboard packing material alongside the car. And it looks like our buggy comes fully assembled, and it looks pretty good too. We have another box here, and that has our transmitter inside. It has a nice instruction manual, and inside it also tells you about the different controls on the transmitter and how to operate the new car. At the back of the booklet has an exploded parts view. Next we'll take a closer look at the 2.4 gigahertz M2R racing transmitter. At the bottom of the transmitter you'll see a door that slides over, and you will need to install 4 AA batteries. That is not provided with the car. Install the batteries. Slide the door back into place. On the top left-hand side, you will see an on-off switch. Flipping that switch up will turn the transmitter on. You'll see a blinking LED. Always turn your transmitter on before your car. And then if you happen to move the steering wheel or the throttle, you'll see that LED going to a solid red, and that's just fine. Right next to the on-off switch, you will see a button that says mode. I pressed this button several times, nothing seems to happen. I even turned the switch off and held down on the button, turned the switch on. Nothing seems to happen, so I'm not sure what that button's used for. I can't find any information on it in the booklet. Maybe it's used for a different car. This transmitter, I'm sure, is used for several different cars, so this button may not be used on this type of car. Then you have your steering wheel. Steering the wheel to the right will turn the car to the right. Steering it to the left will turn the car to the left. Just underneath that you have your throttle trigger. Pulling the trigger all the way to the handle will move the car forward at full speed. Pushing the trigger forward will put on the brake. Pushing it forward again will move the car in reverse. Just to the right of the steering wheel, there's 2 trim knobs. The top trim knob is your steering trim knob. With your hand off the steering wheel, you can give the throttle just a little bit of throttle. And if the car veers to the left or to the right, you can adjust this knob to get the car to go straight. Just below that is your throttle dual rate knob. So if you turn that knob all the way to the right, if you give the car full throttle, that'll give you top speed with the car. If you turn that knob all the way to the left and push on the throttle, you'll notice that the car barely moves. So you can set the top end speed with this knob right here. The transmitter is small in size, has the M2R racing decal on top, feels very light, and you'll notice that the trigger is very close to the handle, making it easier to use for younger drivers. So I got to tell you guys, my first impression of the car, it looks pretty good. It's got a lot of metal parts on the car. If we flip it upside down, it's got a nice heavy-duty metal chassis plate. Now we'll remove the 2 body pins and see what's underneath the body. The body's made of a thin Lexan plastic. The rear wing's made of a thin Lexan plastic. with the body removed, we can see it comes with the LiPo battery. That's held in place with the Velcro strap, a brush motor, ESC, that's the electronic speed controller, and on the end of that it does come with the T connector or Dean's connector, which is popular in all RC models. Right in front of that is your steering servo, and it looks like all the steering linkage is made of plastic or metal rods. And up on the front, your bulkhead is made of metal, so is the rear one. The shock caps and shocks look like they're made of metal with metal springs. I don't know if they're oil filled or not. The A-arms are plastic, the drive shafts are metal, and underneath this plastic support here is an aluminum drive shaft going to the rear of the car. The tires are rubber. It feels like there is a foam inside the tire, so it is nice and soft. And it'll probably give you lots of traction either indoor or outdoor. The on-off switch for the car is that little red button right on top of the ESC, but always turn your transmitter on before the car before using it. Next, we'll remove the LiPo battery. There is no name on the battery, but it is a 2-cell LiPo battery, and if you look on the back, it will say 7.4 volt 2200 mAh. The car comes with a USB charger. If you want to charge your battery, just plug in the balance connector into the USB charger and plug this end into a charging block into the wall. Probably take about 2 to 3 hours to charge up this battery with this charger. You can also charge this battery with any LiPo charger. Just plug in the Dean's connector and the balance connector and it'll take under an hour. Now that we went over everything, let's go give it a test. So far, we ran about 5 laps around the track. Seems to be handling the jumps just fine. So far we're running about 10-15 minutes here on one battery still, and the car still seems to be getting around the track pretty good.
This is your last heat race to shuffle the order on the
Definitely handle these bigger jumps pretty decent. I'm really impressed by this little car. Seems to be doing all right. So we know the car works on an off-road course, but how good is it against another car on the drag strip? And that's what we're going to find out at the indoor drag strip here at the rink. I have a guy that's going to try it out and run it for us. So let's see how it compares against something else. Yeah, that was good. Okay, we'll see how the WLtoys stands up against one of the other cars here at the drag strip today. Guys are lined up for the first run. Wow! Just ran the WLtoys 124019 down the track here against one of the other cars here at the drag strip. You look pretty surprised at how quick it was.
It's very quick. It's a little squirrely. Got to slow the steering down.
Yeah, it might have been. It's not really a drag car by any means, but it definitely just surprised me how fast it was.
Yeah, it's quick.
All right, let's do another run and see how it works out. Okay, we're going to give it one more run down the drag strip here to see how it competes against the other cars here at the drag strip. The buggy was a lot quicker than I actually thought it was going to be, so I was very surprised at how well it did against the other car. So we'll give it one more run here and see if our driver can hold it straight down the drag strip. The car did really well on the off-road track and did good on the inside drag strip against another car. But how fast is it? That's what we're going to find out now. I got a performance analyzer mounted to the top of the car. Now we're going to record the top speed of the car. So it is a little difficult to get a top speed today. The temperature is below freezing, so I'll do my best. I am using the performance analyzer to record that speed. So we have it all set and on our app. So now we'll test the car out. Here we go. With our GPS, the top speed we got on the car was 29 miles an hour. So some of you don't have an off-road track or an indoor drag strip to go to. So let's find out what it's like in the grass. Even in the high grass, we can see this car is still pretty quick for being a 12 scale car. So I hope you guys enjoyed this unboxing and test of the WLtoys 124019 4-wheel drive off-road buggy. I think this is a great car to give to a beginner, somebody just getting started in the RC hobby. We took the car right out of the box, charged the battery, put it right onto an off-road racing course, and this car held up really well. We also tested it at 29 mile an hour, which I think we could have squeezed maybe 35 mile an hour out of it if we had a fully charged battery and if maybe it wasn't so cold outside. But I highly recommend this car, guys. I think the price is right around $150. I'll leave the links in the description below, so if you want to pick up one of these, you can. Please subscribe to my channel. Don't forget you can also join my Ovalrc group on Facebook. I'm Mark with the Ovalrc. We'll see you next time.